I just want to say, hey, man, this is T.O., the cover athlete of the Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition, and you're watching the gold standard of the franchise mode, the MBL Network. Holla.
And we are live. It's a new week. It's new action, as it is NBL Live broadcast 312 right here on the NBL Network. So happy to have you along here on this Tuesday night. I am Nick Mazesko. Happy to be joined, as always, by the commissioner of the NBL. It is Bomber. Big shout out to these guys who are subbing in the pregame. Shout out to Porter with his 21 months of subscribing. We also saw Eric G. We saw Under Oath. We saw Brad. Appreciate all you guys for hitting that sub button, supporting the NBL Network. NBL Live is brought to you each and every week by our sponsor, Elgato. We use so many Elgato products when we are putting on this show, so make sure that you head over to Elgato.com if you want to up your streaming game. As we've got two games kicking off right now, we got a barn burner coming up in a little bit between two of the top teams in the NFC. But right now, left side of your screen, Patriots and Seahawks. Pats up early with a long touchdown. On the right side, the Titans and the Bengals. The Bengals up early. And Bomber, Marcus Mariota, who has been under fire from owner Eric G., just put the pigskin on the ground and gave the Bengals great field position.
Yeah, you look at Marcus Mariota, the struggles he's had this year have come with not being able to take care of the ball. He's been very loose with the ball, especially inside the red zone. This happens on the other side of the field just as bad.
As the Patriots got some news. They just scored again. Bad start for the Seattle Seahawks. The Patriots up 2 scores. Bomber's Patriots team still undefeated, defending champs, and they're looking like that they may be the favorite coming down to playoff season. We're here in, what was week 11? And they're still looking like
week
the top
11,
team.
yeah. And this is a team that essentially just the rich keep getting richer in this situation. Will Stevens, their halfback rookie, he's going to have, I believe, superstar Dev or somewhat close to it, still hidden right now. And then you look at Cameron Newton. He's another guy with a high development rookie. He was drafted in the 3rd round, so they're third and first round
Cam
picks.
Newton. It's a totally different one.
A different one. This one's with the K.
Dudes in the chat asking, when are we changing the name to the Madden Motor League?
That's a good question.
He's gonna win all
We should ask
the
Motor
seasons.
that. No.
I think if you rename the league the Madden Motor League, he's got to run it, right? Like, he's got to deal with everybody.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than just fantasy football.
As right side of your screen, the Tennessee Titans get the ball back down 10-0. Where are all my grid guys at? Like, no one's here.
We just started. Usually they just creep in during the pregame.
Deep shot. Seahawks trying to get it all back. Nice swat. Bomber, you cannot throw on Stephon Gilmore. He is too good defensively.
You know, the actual kind of kryptonite to Stephon Gilmore this Madden cycle has been, even those attributes say otherwise, as down goes Marcus Mariota there. You look at it, it's beating them over the top, and right there DK Metcalf just tries to get in a foot race with Gilmore. But right now, Gilmore may be learning from his past mistakes. He's been beaten over the top a little bit more than I'd like to see for a cornerback of his stature, but he seems to be learning from it now.
Nice little out route. Talking to Eric G after his loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 10. Talking about some benching Kenny Vaccaro defensively after he dropped a couple picks. That defense did not capitalize on some bad throws from the Seahawks, and Eric G not happy about it as he finds Vaughn over the middle. Vaughn has been a bright spot for this Titans team.
Yeah, you look at the rookie selected. Everybody thought the Tennessee Titans were going to take Irvin Kelly, who ended up going just right before him to the San Francisco 49ers. Phenomenal outside linebacker, pass rusher. They got stuck, I guess, with, Calvin Vaughn out of UCF, broke all the records over there, was the best wide receiver in the draft. So I guess they really can't complain, given some more weapons for Marcus Mariota.
What's Mariota looking at? He had 3 guys just standing still open on the left side. One of them broke inside wide open. He threw it to a contested guy. Bad start for the Titans. As Eric G said, I'm going to win the rest of my games this season. Off to a bad start against this Bengals team. And we all know about the Bengals. They signed the man who's making a lot of money. Get worth a first-round pick, Mr. Will Grier.
Yeah, Will Greer was the big signing for them, or they brought him over in a transaction, gave away their first round, and that was to the Carolina Panthers, correct?
Yes.
And
The rich
that's
get richer.
And, yeah, and once again, the Bengals sitting with the record going into this game at 2-7, looking like they're going to have probably a top 6, top 7 pick. Will Greer came at a costly price. I don't know if it's going to pay out for him, but fun fact about Eric G and these Tennessee Titans, this is probably the 4th or 5th time he's told me he's going to win out. He got off to a slow start. I believe he was 1-4 to start the season, 1-3 or something. He said he's going to win out, and then he said he was going to win out after I finished my games against him. We played early. Week 5 was our last game. After that game, he said he was going to win out, and then he lost to the Packers, and then he said he was going to win out. He beat the Bears, beat the Colts, beat the Vikings, and then he lost to the Jags in Week 10 last week. So this is his 3rd attempt at winning out.
Ooh, what a block off the play action. And then Wilson just threw that ball really late as he started to turn upfield. This Patriots defense is absolutely swarming.
Welcome to the network, baby.
Will Greer, 3 of 3, 73 yards and a touchdown. The Bengals are going to be forced to punt it as a big shout out to Sclam and Unisolated. Sclam with the 17 months and Unisolated with the 21 months of subscribing. Appreciate it, my friends.
Welcome to the network, baby.
3rd and 7 for the Seahawks. Pump fake in the lime green jerseys, looking right side. Finds Tyler Lockett bodying up the linebacker, picking up a first down.
Yeah, when you look at some of these throws so far, Nick, I'm not too confident in the separation my receivers are getting right now, but right now it's going to come down to them just holding on to the ball, and right there you see it happen. They make a play on the right side against the linebacker. You got to come down with those catches, and it's good to see Russell Wilson, having the aggressiveness and the confidence in his receivers to make them throws is slightly missed right there.
Yeah, that could have been a touchdown as he was wide open over the top of Melifonwu, but the pressure affecting Russell Wilson as the Tennessee Titans, well, they continue to do what they've done so well. Hand the ball to Derrick Henry and get absolutely nothing on the ground. 2nd and 10 now for the Seattle Seahawks. 3 wide set for Wilson in the shotgun, 2 backs. Jensen 1 in motion. Play action, flag down, throws it right to, Motor was just standing there like with a big neon sign saying, throw it to me, I'm standing here. And Cougs was nice enough to oblige.
Yeah, a little predetermined. I don't know what. I can't even call that tunnel vision because even in a tunnel, this guy is inside of that tunnel, standing right there, and he threw it anyways. That was just a bad pass for Russell. He's got to be a little bit more, just be a little less, predetermined coming into this game. That was just a bad throw.
I went with bad. Mariota out of the pocket.
A little less bad. Yeah.
A little less bad. There's Mariota rolling out. He had like 3 wide receivers that were open and threw it to the empty space where nobody was. We got a couple other games coming up. We're going to be featuring a big matchup in the NFC South. The Falcons taking on the Panthers. Falcons, 1 loss on the season. It was to the Carolina Panthers, who are undefeated, looking for a little revenge. That's going to be a big game coming up about 9:25. These are our opening games. As we got a 2nd and 2 for Brady and the Patriots. After this play, we'll take a look at what our Bleacher Report team sees from these games. As a nice block on the right side. Brady looks to the little bit of an out route. He finds Cam Newton. Let's take a look at those predictions from our Bleacher Report squad. Well, there is no dissent from anybody. Everybody picked the Titans to beat the Bengals. That one's looking a little rough. The other side, everybody taking the New England Patriots take down the Seattle Seahawks. And so far, it has been bananas in the lead is 7-2. A couple of 7-3 and Game Master Cringe and JB, a fight to the finish for the best predictor in the Bleacher Report team. So let's go to Cincinnati. Take a look at this game. It's picking up as the Titans have driven all the way down to the 12-yard line at the 2-minute warning. Mariota making a couple nice passes. You can keep track of the Seahawks and the Patriots game on the left side of your screen. Mariota in the shotgun.
Welcome to the network, baby.
Big shout out to Jamie with the 21 months. Looks over to the right side. That's Delaney Walker breaking tackles, breaking hearts. Down near the first down marker. We'll call it a 2nd and short.
Yeah, nothing is easy with the Tennessee Titans. You got Delaney Walker, Calvin Vaughn, and Corey Davis has kind of been emerging as one of the better receivers, not just on the Tennessee Titans team, but in the NBL, kind of just a little resurgent. The last 4 weeks, he's had 2 games where he's had over 100 yards.
And there you go, Derrick Henry into the end zone, finds it from 2 yards out, and the Titans on the board, and maybe that will settle Eric G down just a little bit.
it's never easy with the Tennessee Titans. So when I see them down 10-0, I do feel like they're going to come away with the dub tonight.
Network, baby.
But they never just have convincing wins. Everything is really sloppy. They got to get on some kind of roll middle of the game, and then they have a just questionable turnover. But if they do get it done tonight, it's going to look sloppy. They're going to come away with the win. There's going to be nothing they should really take away from this. But the owner probably will say, yeah, we're winning out from here on out.
Shout out to our friend Expert with the Tier 1 sub. 8 months of subscribing for Expert. Appreciate you tuning in. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Left side of your screen. That's A.J. Green underneath. A little shake and bake, and then he puts the pigskin on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans, and it's only Will Greer back there. He gets blocked, but Eric G showing off that mid-tier run stick as he runs right into the blocked Will Greer and gets tackled from behind. Tennessee gets a turnover, though.
A.J. Green with a little sidestep, showing that the old man still got a little elusiveness left in him, and then ends up with a big-time hit stick, puts the pigskin on the ground. As you said, man, that's just a costly turnover for the Bengals.
Hand off to Derrick Henry, 1st and 10, getting past the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's not looking good for the Seahawks right now, as we just started the second quarter in the, that was N'Keal Harry with a little juke move down to the 2-yard line. Brady's only had to throw it, excuse me, that's Jackson. He's only thrown it twice, as N'Keal Harry picking up some yards. Dotty dot dot. That's Corey Davis. What a throw from Mariota. So he can't hit 3 open wide receivers on the right side of the field, but a little corner route with a little touch to the left side. And Marcus Mariota says, no problemo, man. I got you. The Titans go on top as the Patriots also score, but they've always been on top.
Yeah, and Will Stevens, the rookie, gets into the end zone once again. He came into this game sitting on 6 touchdowns on the season, 417 yards, 6 yards per carry. He's kind of taken that position away from Sony Michel. He's a 22-year-old out of Vanderbilt. He was the 4th-round selection, as he said. He had a hidden dev trait coming into the season. And we talked about the rich getting richer with the New England Patriots, but, man, their draft in the 3rd and 4th round, being able to come away with Cameron Newton, the wide receiver, not the quarterback, and Will Stevens at halfback, man, this might just kind of shape this team into the future, and maybe that'll make Tom Terrific kind of hang around a little bit longer.
Cringe in the chat says, Kooks avoided the "your opponent is hella tough" message. Love to see it. It's brutal. That's the worst message to get, especially in a franchise. Underneath, that's A.J. Green. They throw it right back to their big man, and he'll pick up a 1st down. 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Cincinnati's going to take their first time out. Seattle is just in a world of hurt right now. It's all bad news, Bears. Trying to get something going, a little jet sweep. Nothing there. 1st and 10 for Will Greer and the Cincinnati Bengals. Is he worth a 1st-round pick? He finds A.J. Green one more time to the 48-yard line. Green coming off a 2-game suspension. And Will Greer he's not afraid to find his top target.
Yeah, you look at A.J. Green on the season. He's got a little pep in his step tonight, but still has yet to put up a 100-yard game receiving. Closest he came was week 1, 5 catches, 99 yards, and a loss to the Buffalo Bills.
That's Tyler Boyd with the catch. Nice throw, a little wheel route to the 24-yard line. So, wait, hold on. He hasn't reached 100 yards, and yet he got suspended for yards per catch? How do you do that?
He hasn't reached 100 yards in the game yet.
Expert says
he's gotten close. I mean, he's been 80 to 95 a couple times, but nowhere near for the 89 overall, 32-year-old X Factor out of Georgia.
Greer dropping back on 1st and 10. Looks right over the seam. Tight coverage batted out of Green's hands. Expert in the chat said OSU've been tanking all these Maddens and now decided to shout in Madden 20. Now the Cowboys are just really good. Rolling right. Wilson nowhere to go. Throws it out of line.
You got to wonder about Greer's pass on that last throw, that little seam versus man coverage. That's one that if I'm watching this game and I'm a Bengals fan, I don't want him to even make that throw. We're on a nice drive right now. Let that turn it over.
Greer looking at the seam one more time. I think he was looking for Blackwell there. Nobody home. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Seahawks. They got some issues right now. And that issue is the New England Patriots are really darn good. And even when they complete a pass right there, just a little drag route, they only pick up yards instead of a 3rd and 9. But we're here full screen with Tennessee and Cincinnati. We got some NFC South action coming up. We also got the New Orleans Saints are going to be on NBL Live for the first time this season. Now on 3rd and 10, Greer dropping back. Waiting, looking back at the end zone for Robinson. Ah, what a catch! Oh, Robinson just said, hey, no problem, man. Looking like David Robinson up there skying for a rebound. Shout out to the Spurs. Shout out to Robinson as the Cincinnati Bengals reclaim the lead.
Yeah, right there. Just high points to the pass and make the big-time play. It's Demarcus Robinson, the 25-year-old out of Florida. And you know Brad's a Gator at heart. When Demarcus Robinson has an opportunity to post it over the one-on-one coverage, you're going to see Greer with high point pass. And I'll tell you what, on that drive alone, Will Greer looked like a solid quarterback in the NBA.
That's a tough throw back at the end zone. As the Titans give up a touchdown. That's why they benched Kenny Vaccaro. It's trying to remake this pass defense that has given up a lot of catches. And has been, getting mossed a little bit. And right there, see, it doesn't matter if you bench him or not. At the end of the day, there are a lot of players out there. It's got to be a team effort. 1st and 10 for the Titans. 18 seconds left in the first half. 4-man rush from the Bengals. Mariota stepping up, rolling out. Takes a hit. I don't know why you would let your quarterback take that hit. And the Titans going to take a timeout with 11 seconds left.
Hey, you got to wonder about that. Maybe the timeout was to say, hey, Mariota, you got to get down.
Mariota, you just gotta settle down. 2nd and 8. Mariota rolling out. He's just moving all around the pocket. Almost picked off and then caught. Wow, off of Brown's hands and caught, and they're gonna have a chance to throw a little Hail Mary. Maybe they'll get a little bit of the love as it looks like he's pulled out the Hail Mary. What a catch off the deflection. Brown comes up with that catch, and here we go. One final heave to end the first half. Can the Titans get something? Or are they going to go in down by 3? 3-man rush from the Bengals. I don't know what Eric's doing. What?
Hey, that's when you lose control of your player right there. That is.
Is that pocket presence?
Oh my gosh.
It looked like pocket presence.
That's the trait. That's the pocket presence trait, and it's paranoid.
Yeah, that's it.
That's paranoid.
That's it. Eric G has that. Checking in on Seattle. Yeah, they're still down 21-0.
So, fun fact: Eric G just got his driver's license. I believe he did, right? No, didn't he? Turned 21. So. Did he get a driver's license, or he just got a license?
I got a license.
Either way, that play right there shows you if he ever gets into a situation where he hits the gas a little too hard. He's literally swerving left and right.
His defensive driving skill is like a 4.
Yeah, that just looked. So when he loses control and he gets into panic mode, you guys are flipping. Just be prepared for that.
As by the way, Russell Wilson takes a sack there.
Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
I know we were baby talking here on NBL Live broadcast.
The New England Patriots are spanking them like a baby right now. 21-0. The score in that game. And it's not looking good as the Bengals run with Adams. That's going to come back for the hold, though.
I don't like these Bengals uniforms. It reminds me of the Browns too much.
That's what I said. I'm like, are the Cincinnati Bengals trying to embody the Cleveland Browns that we saw on Monday Night Football? Oh, wait, no. Sorry. They're scoring and winning the game. My bad.
Browns not looking too good, man. I did say something about Mayfield negatively. Remember before the season started?
I'd really like to thank my good friend Night Train, a.k.a. N Train, for talking me into getting those season tickets. Thanks, bud. 2nd and 16 for the Bengals. Greer looking right side, throws it into tight coverage, and that is picked off by the Titans. Landry with the kick.
He's got the drag coming across the field, and Greer's either so fixated downfield trying to just drive the ball 8-7, but man, he can take it underneath and a few yards, put himself in probably 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 6. Right there, just takes it away, just turns it over. You can't turn it over. Expect to win games and get.
Mariota underneath, finding Brown. Going for the hit stick. It wasn't there. Straight up win. 11-14, 171, and a touchdown for Marcus Mariota. Welcome to the network, baby. Insanity Brilliance asks, Nick, where in Ohio are you from? I grew up in Columbus. Big shout out to Darce Knight with the 18 months of subscribing. C-Star says, Bomber, you sound like a robot. Got that sweet robot mic. He's using actually a Mr. Microphone. So shout out to Mr. Mike. 2nd and 19 for the Titans after that big play. Geno Atkins getting in the backfield, taking down Mariota. He's going to go to an empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Go for Deion Lewis on the right side. And it's going to be a blitz from the left side. A little corner out. That's Vaughn. Nobody's home. You can't put Williams on Vaughn because Vaughn's going to burn him. Touchdown Titans. They reclaim the lead. He's resetting it right now. Kick is up. It is good. 21-17. I'm going to pull up another game over here. Not that this sweet Patriots-Seahawks game isn't phenomenal. And there we go. Eagles and Saints on the left side of your screen. Bengals and Titans right side. How about Blackwell with the catch in tight coverage, takes a big hit and holds onto the ball. Will Greer's fitting it into tight windows, and right now his receiver's making plays. He might be restarting his entire computer. Unclear. 21-17 to score on the right side of your screen. I don't know who's streaming the but isolates in chat. Someone tell me who's streaming the Panthers Falcons game. Cringe was here earlier. I can just ask him. 2nd and 11 left side of your screen. Carson Wentz and the Eagles with the ball first, and he's going to take a hit. So he picks up maybe a couple. Oh, AJ Green with the drop. I'm not used to seeing that from AJ Green. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. A little Tuesday night. Next NBL Live coming up on Thursday night. Same time, same place. Do not miss it. Here we go. As we got 4 more games on the docket. As long as we got 3 or 4 games, we're going to continue going right into the action. So make sure you're here right at 9 o'clock because we're going to be kicking off with NBL Live, going straight into some sweet Week 12 action. Wentz sacked. Saints with a big play. That's Cam Jordan. Just like that. Eagles are going to be forced to punt the ball away. As Greer's lucky that one didn't get picked off the helmet, off a couple defenders. CJ Uzomah trying to pick it up. Who doesn't like Philly? Come on, man. 3rd and 10 for Will Greer and the Cincinnati Bengals / Browns. Greer dropping back. Waiting. He's looking right at the seam, going one-on-one to A.J. Green. That's batted away. He's not going to get that one. And a nice defensive play by the back end of the Tennessee defense. It'll be 4th down and 10, and you're going to be attempting, let's say, 58-yard field goal. The kick is up. A little bit of wind, and it is good. It's a 1-point game. Cincinnati cuts it. Does your team speak acting? Team Speak's a great program, man. Come on.
Ready, 70, Indy. Watch the run.
Find that other game. That's the game everybody's clamoring for. The NFC South matchup between the Saints and Panthers. Sorry. Not Saints and Panthers. Falcons and Panthers. Cringe is streaming. What? Anyone know what Cringe's Twitch is? Anyone?
Alpha.
Maybe it's that? Nope, that's not it. Let's see. See if I can find it. Hello? Trying to... Titans facing a 3rd and 18. Mariota in the shotgun, 3 wide over to the left side, 1 tight end on the right side of that formation. Mariota drops back, only 3-man rush. Oh, Atkins absolutely shed in the middle. Mariota, though, in trouble. Able to find Patterson. He's not going to pick up the 1st down. Give him 8 on the play. Aha! Found it. Thanks for your help, guys.
Pittsburgh, 61, matchbox light.
Just like that, we got both games. Left side of your screen, it is the Falcons and the Panthers. Panthers already up 7-0 as they are at the 136 mark in the first quarter. This Bengals-Titans game is turning into a good one. It is 21-20. Bengals now with the ball. Greer, middle of the field. Tyler Boyd with the catch. Juke move. Picks up a first down into Tennessee territory. And Greer's looked pretty good. 11 of 17, 196, and 2 touchdowns. A little pass underneath. That's Calvin Ridley with the catch for the Atlanta Falcons. Boy, the 1-2 punch the Falcons have. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. That is quite a receiving duo. First and 10, right side of your screen for the Cincinnati Bengals. Bunch formation to the right. Greer dropping back on first and 10. Look at the left side. That's inaccurate. It's picked up by Allen. He's in open space. There he goes. The Titans getting plays out of their defense. Allen's second pick of the day. This one to the house. The Titans extend their lead to 7. Maybe he's not worth a first-round pick. Just throw that out there. Now it's 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. They hand it off to Devontae Freeman. Takes a big hit, but he'll pick up a first down. Luke Kuechly with the hit. But Devontae Freeman, good blocking by that Falcons offensive line. The Falcons sitting there 8-1 on the season. The Carolina Panthers 9-0. The lone loss for the Falcons is to the Carolina Panthers, and it was a decisive loss early in the season. Is to fighting for the top of the NFC South. We're on 1st and 10, by the way. Looks over the middle of the field. Tipped up. Drop. That should have been a pick. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ryan under center. I formation. Quick 3-step drop. Looks a little slant route. That's Julio Jones. Down to the 32-yard line. 14 on the play.
On the double. Right there in the middle. 55. Drop deep, drop deep. 5.
We're on 2nd and 10. Looks over the middle. God, he is. The reads have gotten bad for Brad. Bad Brad. He's just thrown right at Titans defenders, and his receivers are not making plays because of that. Dark Brawler, what's going on, man? Good to see everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us for NBL Live. Spongy in the chat. What's going on, Spongy? 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 3 wide set, 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side for Matt Ryan. He's got Devontae Freeman on his left hip, and I'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It is 7-0 Panthers, but Falcons are driving. Greer in the shotgun for the Cincinnati Bengals. 3rd and 10. Looks over the middle. Again, tight coverage. This time, though, is Tyler Boyd makes the catch. He bodies up Allen. These reads are absolutely awful. It is bad news Bears right now. For the Cincinnati Bengals, looking to pull off the upset. This should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Greer. Two running backs, takes a play action pass, dropping back. 4-man rush from the Titans. He's got all the time in the world, but nobody home. 4's up in the chat. We got 4th quarter action on NBL Live. It's a 1-score game, but it is all Titans in the second half. Spongy come to us from the hospital. What's going on, man? Hope everything's Gucci. Sinus infection. That's awful. Nobody loves a sinus infection. That is horrible. 2nd and 8 for the Falcons. Shotgun formation. Timeout taken by the Carolina Panthers. Dual screen action as Will Greer's dropping back. Looking underneath. Finds A.J. Green. Trying to break a tackle. Does, but it's taken down by the second guy. To the 50-yard line. Greer making plays. 2nd and 8 for the Falcons. Left side of your screen. Devontae Freeman in the backfield. He's going to get the carry over the right side. He's going to pick up a chunky yard to the 25, give him 5 on the play. It's going to set up a 3rd and short for Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Right side of your screen, 3rd and 3 for Will Greer and the Bengals. 4 wide receivers out there, spread formation. 1 running back in the backfield on his right hip. Greer surveying the defense, making changes to the play. Play clock down under 10. Greer dropping back on 3rd and 3, stepping up into pressure. And down goes Greer as Stevenson makes the play. And now a decision, it looks like Bengals going to trust the defenses right up the seam on 3rd and 3. Ryan finding Saubert. Eric Saubert with the catch. And the Atlanta Falcons have a first and goal.
Ready, blue 80, like 25.
7 sacks, yes.
22.
Here we go, first and goal for the Atlanta Falcons. Ryan under center, 2 wide, 2 tight end. Hands it to Freeman, trying to find some room, cuts it back inside. Not a whole lot of space to work. Oh, Derrick Henry with the stiff arm. That takes a big hit at the 29, but picks up 9.5. We'll call it straight 9, 2nd and 1. T-Jack's second career is trash, a birdie told me. He's first round, worth first round pick. 7-0 Carolina on top, 2nd and goal for the Falcons. Can flip the play, put 2 tight ends on the left side, 1 wide receiver on the right side as Henry can't pick up the yard on 2nd down. Freeman right up the middle, trying to break tackles, but there are a whole lot of blue jerseys there. They're going to hold the door. And now a 3rd and goal for the Atlanta Falcons. Third and 1. Let's watch this play. Full house, Derrick Henry right side, first down and more to the 40-yard line. Derrick Henry, 9 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. All right, we'll go back to the other game. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line for Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Freeman at the top of the eye. He's got a motion to tight end. From right to left, I believe that is Austin Hooper in motion. Ryan hands it to Freeman. Hey, just sort of telegraphed that. That's the problem with running motion runs down in the goal line. If it's not a play action, man, it's pretty obvious what you're doing. It looks like the Falcons are going to get aggressive early. They're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Mariota with a nice pass to Corey Davis, picking up a first down. Tennessee looking to ice this game. That's what the Falcons do here. I love this call early in the game against a team that you're fighting for the division with. You know, every point is crucial. Trying to take advantage of this early drive. Don't want to walk away with a field goal. I love the call by the Atlanta Falcons, and here they come. I formation, excuse me. 2 wide receivers. He's Vaughn with a nice catch for the Titans. I formation, Freeman at the top of the eye. They're going to hand it to Freeman right at the middle. He's going to score. It's a touchdown for the Falcons. The gamble on 4th down pays off as Freeman just right up the gut. Great blocking on the interior, and that is what happens when you go for it on 4th down after 3 straight runs. You force the defense to guess. Is he going to run it again? Is he going to pass it? What's he going to do? They ran it again, and Freeman found some open space. They're going to ice this game, 2:33 to go. They're down to the 14-yard line. They just tried to throw it again, and I don't know, the pass got batted down. We're saying get a stop, Carolina. See if the undefeated season can continue. 2nd and 10 for Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. 3 wide set, 2 to the right side, 1 over to the left side. Mariota drops back to pass. Waiting, looking, he's looking for that slant route underneath. Mariota should just take off. Problem is, you don't want Mariota taking a hit. Like just like that, he fumbled it. Gonna stop the clock as it goes out of bounds. What is Eric G doing late in the game? I know you're not winning a whole lot, but at some point you just gotta run the ball and run the clock. I get it's a 28-20 game, but listen, you kick a field goal, it's a 2-score game, and your night's gonna end a little earlier.
Here we go.
3rd and 8, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. He's looking to pass it again. Wide receiver drive, it looks like. Brings a man in motion. There's a little flare route. Oh, DJ Moore with a juke move, and DJ Moore's in open space. Ritter rolls out, tosses it back in the end zone. So that's 3 passes from the Tennessee Titans, up by 8. And not a single one was able to be completed and keep the clock going. That was good, though. Sends it to 11. McCaffrey, left side for the Carolina Panthers. Boy, how good has Christian McCaffrey been this year for the Carolina Panthers as Atlanta has that aggressive tackling on. Not that surprising from Grinch. First night saying that was so dumb. What are the Titans thinking? It's a great question. Got it, Mr. 305. 2-minute warning in Carolina, 7-7 score, but the Panthers on the drive. 4 wide set for Cam Newton, the actual Cam Newton. So he drives back to pass on 2nd and 1. Pressure from the right side. McKinley trying to get after him. He'll have to throw this one away. Good pressure from the Atlanta D-line. Third and 1, what did the Panthers do? I like taking the shot on second down on 2nd and 1. See if there's a soft defense, and right there, he threw the ball away, but now on 3rd and 1, the playbook is still open. You can still run it with McCaffrey, you can run a screen, you can still take a shot. I mean, the playbook's wide open. People are saying the Bengals really tried. 7-7 the score in Carolina. Newton in the shotgun, 3 wide set. And they're going to hand it off to McCaffrey right up the middle. He's got a first down and more. He's got open space. C-Max into the end zone. 24 yards out on 3rd and 1. The most electrifying man in Carolina showing off as he hits the end zone and extends the Carolina lead. They reclaim it 13-7 pending the extra point. Picked off the Titans. That's Harris, by the way. Making moves. Titans going to win that one. Let's flip over to the other game. Well, I was going to flip to the other game. And it appears the Saints and Falcons DC'd. I'm sorry, the Saints and Eagles. Well, I guess we'll stay here for the remainder of the time, as this is a great game. Atlanta, Matt Ryan looking to the flat. That's Devontae Freeman. Not a great user on that side by JB. Freeman will get out of bounds. 2nd and short. Let's see if that Patriot. Oh, hey, the Seattle Seahawks have to go down 21-0. It's 4th quarter. 2:28 to go. It's only 24-0. 3 points since then. 2nd and inches. Ryan over the middle. That's Austin Hooper. Nice catch. Right at the Panthers logo. Minute 38 and counting.
Ready.
14-7 the score in Carolina. Angle route. That's Devontae Freeman. Down to the 43-yard line, picking up a first down. I was decent. Good enough. 14-7 the score. Atlanta driving, a minute 13 to go. 1st and 10 for Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Bunch formation, 3 to the right side, 1 over to the left side. That is Julio Jones alone on the left side of that formation. Devontae Freeman on the left hip of Matt Ryan. Gray in motion. He'll be split out wide right.
Welcome to the network, baby.
There's a big shout out to the Gov with 17 months of subscribing with Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate all the support from all of our subscribers here in the MBL network.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check. Check 99, check 95.
Ryan dropping back. Oh, he finds Gray. Almost a first down. Give him 9 on the play.
Ready. 58. Blue draw Parker. Ready to go.
Ryan on 2nd and 1. Look over the middle one more time. How about Austin Hooper? How many big catches he had so far?
Let's go.
All day down the middle of the field. Lots of cover 3s, and they're attacking that soft spot right in the middle. Really attacking with some underneath routes under the hook curls in the middle. Pulls the linebackers down. And then Austin Hooper, little post route, some seam routes. They're hitting it all day long. 2 timeouts remaining for Atlanta. They're on the 11-yard line. We will see some carries for Devontae Freeman. Full wide set. Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley on the left side. Hooper and Gray on the right side. Devontae Freeman on the right hip of Matt Ryan. 3-man front for the Carolina Panthers as Ryan drops back. Looks up the seam. That's Devontae Freeman wide open. Nice read there as Bomber rejoins us, possibly out from underwater. And how about the throw there from Matty Ice? And look at how about the mop on the kicker for the Atlanta Falcons? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get the time.
No,
almost.
He just obliterated the holder. Is he okay? Look at this. Just right into it.
Hey, you look at this first half, really dominated by the Carolina Panthers, but two things have happened. The Atlanta Falcons got aggressive on goal line. What was it, 4th and 2, 4th and goal from the 2. They ended up getting into the end zone, and then right here before half scoring. It's going to be knotted up at halftime most likely, and that's kind of a change of events here because Carolina has pretty much dominated this first half.
Yeah, offensively, the Atlanta Falcons have no answer on defense for Christian McCaffrey right now. 14-14 the score. One more time, I want to give a big shout out to our NBL Live sponsor, Elgato. If anybody out there is looking to up their streaming game, head over to elgato.com. They don't just have capture cards. Got green screens, they got key lights, they got everything you need to put on a great program. So if you're looking to stream, you're looking to up your game, head over to elgato.com. Big shout out to Elgato. Always been a phenomenal sponsor of NBL Live as Cam Newton takes off. True Fun going for the strip. 3 seconds left, timeout taken by the Carolina Panthers, and they're going to try for one more heave to the end zone.
And that last play on that last touchdown that Carolina gave up, that was Luke Kuechly in the middle of the field getting beat. You don't see that too much. Atlanta did a good job kind of flooding the middle of the field, put him in a situation where he just wasn't comfortable, and they were able to get it over the top of the 99 overall middle linebacker, Luke Kuechly.
Tarsh Knight says DPI time. 1st and 10, Cam's just going to take off. Nobody home. Pressure gets there, and we'll head to halftime. 14-14 the score, and Bomber, the story of this game. Offensively, Carolina really putting the hammer down with Christian McCaffrey, but the Atlanta Falcons go for it on 4th and goal, pick up 2 yards and get a touchdown, and then that last drive just to put a touchdown on the board after Christian McCaffrey hits the house. Atlanta playing a very smart game right now.
Yeah, and an opportunity here to take the lead because that was a nice little 2-for-1, a score right before the end of the half. I know Carolina's got to be thinking, man, how do we give that up at this point in the game? You want to hold to at least 3, knowing that Atlanta's going to get the ball to start the second half. Carolina could see what has been a dominating performance. They could look back here in a minute or two of gameplay and be like, how are we down 7?
Those are the most frustrating games, Bomber. I know we've all been there. The games where you feel like you're doing everything right and you're able to score, and then you look up at the scoreboard and it's tied or you're losing. You're going, what more do I got to do?
Yeah, and it's just been gutsy play here for the Falcons, who haven't looked like the better team, but they've hung around enough, and they're in a tie game right now, and it's 0-0. If I'm going to halftime, I say, hey, guys, they gave us their best shot. It's tied up. We haven't even played our best brand of football here, so let's see if the Falcons can come out and kind of set the tone here in the second half with a drive, a score on the first drive here in the third quarter.
2nd and inches for the Atlanta Falcons. What do they do here? We've seen them take shots on a couple of these 2nd and shorts. Done a great job on 1st down, picking up 8 or 9 with the ground game. Here goes Ryan dropping back to pass. There's nobody there. He's just going to throw this one away, and that's a smart play. I know he was probably looking for Hooper on that corner route, but he ran into the defender and got all sorts of held up at the break. And good recognition there by Cringe just to get out of the pocket and chuck that ball away and live to fight for 3rd and short.
Yeah, I understand the thought process for Atlanta, but I would have really liked to see just the run, just some kind of handoff up the middle, pick up the 1st down, keep the chains moving, because when you put the game in a situation where it's just 1 down to pick up a little bit, things can get crazy. I mean, we've seen crazier things happen. Kuechly could run through this line right here and get a tackle for loss.
A little RPO action. They hand it right to Devontae Freeman. That's a stretch run that he turned into 6 yards. A nice cutback inside. And look at him just fight forward. Sits on the back of his blockers and goes, I'm picking up the 1st down, and that's all I need. Smart run there from Freeman.
Yeah, he probably could have cut it back, but it might have been at the expense of picking up the 1st down. I think he was thinking, hey, I'm just going to get this 1st down and I'm going to get down. I'm not worried about trying to make or do anything extra in that situation. I'm just going to pick up the 1st down, keep the chains moving, keep this drive alive.
Here we go, 14-14 your score. Play action pass for Ryan. Pressure off the right side. Ryan's in trouble, and at that point when the quarterback turns his back to the end zone, that's when you know you're in trouble. Loss of 10 on the play. Absolutely no blocking on the right side of that line.
Yeah, Carolina's doing a great job kind of getting to Matt Ryan, putting some pressure on him off the edge. You've seen him double team on the left side already, but that's a nice job by Short to get the sack. That's his 6th on the season, NBL season 41 here on the NBL Network.
2nd and 20 now for the Atlanta Falcons. Ryan's going to drop back to pass. Blitz picked up nicely. He'll find Ridley underneath at an open space, and there goes Ridley. 1st down and more. He's inside the 30, down to the 30-yard line. They'll call it right there as Calvin Ridley. It was man coverage, and his man got absolutely lost, and you cannot lose a superstar like Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, he's got the run after catch ability, as you saw it light up right there, and he just seemed to pull away from the defenders. You got to recognize where he's at in these zones. I know you get caught up on looking for Julio Jones and trying to figure out where that big frame is going to be located at on the field, but you can't lose sight of the speedster Calvin Ridley. I mean, he's got 790 yards and 10 touchdowns coming into this game.
Good throw, Austin Hooper. He's having himself a game. 8 yards on that play. I am really impressed. I said it earlier. I'm really impressed with what Atlanta is able to do on first down. When you can get 7, 8, 9 yards on first down, their playbook opens up, and Carolina's not doing a great job of keeping them in those second and third and longs.
No, not at all. Carolina is on second down giving up the majority of yards that they've kind of just set them back after the first down. So that's definitely something they need to clean up when they get back to the sideline and discuss.
There's Ryan on 2nd and 2, waiting, looking over the middle of the field, looking for Calvin Ridley. Picked by Reed, and here goes Reed. He's going to look to return this one. Don't know why, as he's taken down to the 6-yard line. Eric Reed with the pick he was looking for. Calvin Ridley for one more big play, and you want to see why the Carolina Panthers have had the Falcons number this season. That play is a particular example.
That's just a costly turnover right there. I don't know what he was thinking. Step up, pick up the first down, Matt Ryan. You're a veteran. You're 85 overall here in the NBL right now. You're 35 years old. Just take the drag, pick up the first down, and let's kind of set the pieces in place to try to get a score on this drive. Instead, he goes for the whole enchilada, and it ends up with an INT for the Carolina Panthers.
He went for the old enchilada, ended up with a taco on the floor, as we're going to get 5 yards from Christian McCaffrey over the right side. 7 carries, 53 yards for Christian McCaffrey, over 7 yards per touch. And the problem with Christian McCaffrey, Bomber, is he's involved in every facet, not just running the ball, but he can catch it out of the backfield and turn it upfield.
Yeah, arguably the best receiving back in the NBL. In this season alone, 16 catches, 177 yards. Not used as much as he was last year, but definitely someone that's always a threat. There he goes,
that's
DJ, give me more.
Isaiah Oliver trying to get back to catch Moore, but he doesn't have the angle, and DJ Moore is going to get 6. We called him DJ Moss last season. He's getting Moss right now, as all of a sudden, 2 plays later, the Panthers back on top.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley and DJ Moore both doing their best impressions of each other. Just catch the ball, run after the catch, and get loose right there. Nobody's catching that speedster. Nobody was catching Calvin Ridley on his catch. The only difference is Carolina gets into the end zone here, and now they've kind of regained that lead that they've so very well earned. They just completely have outplayed Atlanta to only be up 7 still. It's a close game. Atlanta's hanging around. They're always deadly, but Carolina has played a phenomenal offensive game this broadcast here, NBL Live broadcast 312.
Insanity Brilliance asked, what was Devontae Freeman's stats in the year? 109 carries, 702 yards, averaging 6.4 per run, and 7 touchdowns. They're pretty balanced. 109 carries for Freeman. Ryan's thrown 176 times, so certainly a pass-heavy offense. Bomber, at some point, though, the amount of success Freeman's had on the ground, I think you'd like to see them in the goal line situation where we saw them throwing that pick to Eric Reed. Surprised Freeman didn't get a touch on 1st and 2nd down, considering how well he's played today.
And it was 2nd and 2. At one point, it's just let's just try to move the chains here and get to a situation where the down and distances and take what's in front of us, essentially take what the defense is giving us. And Atlanta just gets a little too aggressive. Matt Ryan does, especially in the back of the end zone right there. It just really made no sense. If I'm a play caller for the Atlanta Falcons, I would have probably handed the ball off to Devontae Freeman, picked up the first down there, or I would have been all over Matt Ryan and say, hey, man, just take the drag across. Let's take what they're giving us. We don't need to be forcing anything into the teeth of this defense.
2nd and short for Ryan and the Falcons. RPO action. See, just handed to Devontae Freeman. He picks up 4. Caught on the 39-yard line, 11 carries, 40 yards, and touchdown for Freeman. Saw that last play, Devin Gray make the catch for the Atlanta Falcons. And Bomber, Gray is a really nice offset. Everybody knows about Julio. Everyone knows about Calvin Ridley. But Devin Gray, the second-year player out of Cincinnati, 73 overall, 93 speed, 94 excel. That's a guy you can't lose on the field.
Yeah, this guy has a lot of potential. Now, will he step into the role where Julio Jones might not be here? You know, there's some contract issues with him. You just don't know how much as he makes a catch right on cue there. 31 years old, how much he has left. I don't know if the guy is going to step in and take that number 2 role by any means as Ridley will move to 1. Austin Hooper also been another just great big target here for Matt Ryan. But, yeah, Devin Gray might be that sneaky wide receiver, undrafted, that might come to play here. He's going to be 25 next season. But, yeah, he's got the wheels to pay the bills, and he can make plays for this Atlanta Falcons team.
Julio's got double knee activated. But he's looking up the seam. for Calvin Ridley. Drop it in the bucket. What a throw from Matty Ice. The first time it was picked off by Eric Reed. The second time Ridley says, read this, as he's over the top and Atlanta an extra point away from tying the ball game up.
The confidence that Matt Ryan not only has in his receivers deep down the field, but he has in himself after just a costly turnover that I'm sure his offensive coordinator ripped him on the sideline. He comes right back, stays aggressive. 21-21, that might have been the most lethal the Atlanta Falcons have looked this entire game. They're starting to heat up. We're in for a nice little battle here, a little NFC South dance on NBL Live Broadcast 312.
And Bomber, that is the danger. That's, we're talking about the X factors in this game. Double me is not one that gets brought up a lot because it's hard to activate. It's hard to get that one-on-one coverage. But the one thing that it does do, when it's activated, the safety has to help over the top on Julio Jones. And because of that, that left one-on-one with Calvin Ridley on Eric Reed. And let's be clear, Ridley's going to win that battle most of the time.
Yeah, and Julio Jones already is drawing a lot of attention now. He's rocking and rolling. He's got his X Factor activated. He's even more dangerous.
Whew. Nice possession catch that. Okay. Curtis Samuel with the catch to the 49-yard line. Curtis Samuel, the one lone player, Bomber, last year. Of course, Porter, the owner of the Carolina Panthers. It was the one bad move he had the entire cycle.
And even so, his wide receiver position was so deep. That was the one mistake I guess he could have made when it was all said and done.
I don't. What did Cringe do? What did Cringe do with Deion Jones? Went for a strip right off the bat. As look at Cam's stats: 5 of 8, 203 and a touchdown already.
Yeah, we haven't seen much pressure to Cam Newton either. If they can get some pressure here in this final quarter and 40 seconds, maybe get to him before they can get these crossers across the field, they might be able to get back in this game.
Newton stepping up. That's what Cam does. Juke move. He'll pick up a first down at 35-yard line. Give him 14 on the butt.
Cam's just so good. He just keeps his head downfield right here. Step up, recognizes the pocket's about to collapse, takes his yards. And even so, he almost just kind of walks you into where you think he's going to slide. He stays on his feet, keeps his feet moving, is able to juke back inside. And he's got his X Factor going right now as well.
Cam Newton in the shotgun 3-wide set, all to the left side, one tight end on the right side. Christian McCaffrey on the right hip of this dangerous, this potent Carolina offense. As they're running this all the way down. Cam takes the snap, 1st and 10. Finally some pressure. Tack McKinley just gets there a second too late with 1 second left on the clock. He was out of the pocket, question mark?
Yeah, that's a real, you'd think on the road you're going to see that flag come up, definitely. I know the fans have to be a little upset because that was just a missed opportunity to kind of throw the flag on Cam Newton and set them way back outside of field goal range. Could have definitely dramatically changed the, it is some home cooking, I guess, yeah, here for Carolina.
3-wide set with 1 second remaining in the third quarter. Tie ball game, 35-yard line, 2nd and 10 for Newton. So he's going to flip the play, put 2 wide receivers over on the left side, 1 wide receiver on the right side. McCaffrey on his right hip going in motion, and it's going to be a run with Scarlett. Breaks a tackle. Cringe getting a little hit stick happy, missing some tackles, picks up 6. Ford's up in the chat. We got a tie ball game for the top of the NFC South, and boy, does Atlanta need a win here. It's tied, but Carolina's on the march.
Yeah, but as the game continues to progress, as great as Carolina looked and explosive early in the game, we're starting to see Atlanta slowly starting to push them into third downs, more and more third downs on these drives. I think this benefits the Falcons. If Cam can make a mistake here, they might be able to get back in it.
No mistake there as DJ Moore makes the catch and then gets DDT'd at the 10-yard line. Cam with a throw, a dot on the right side. 3 catches, only 152 yards for DJ Moore.
Yeah, and here's the issue. There's just no pressure. There's no pressure to Cam. He's sitting tall in the pocket, and when there is, he's able to manipulate the pocket because he has great pocket presence. He steps up, and he's able to use his legs. So right now, Atlanta's got to feel like, man, we're throwing everything we can. We're mixing it up. We're trying to send heat. We're not sending heat. It's just nothing's working.
Cam stepping up, waiting, looking. Yeah, he's going to take off. Tries to get to the right side. Hasn't crossed the line of scrimmage. Throws it late. Finds Thomas. Wow. What a play by Cam Newton using that escape artist. Keeps his eyes downfield and picks up a tutty for the Carolina Panthers.
It just seemed like the defense was on its heels the entire time, maybe a little gassed. As you see those linebackers, they didn't really want to pursue Cam too aggressively right there, so he kind of tiptoes the line of scrimmage and rolls to the right side, makes a play. That's one of the more phenomenal plays I've seen here on NBL Live, especially in quite some time. Cam Newton kind of getting his swagger back here.
is good. 28-21, Carolina back on top. And this defensive line for the Falcons, it's no slouch. Tack McKinley, Vic Beasley, each with 9 and 8 sacks respectively, but they have not contained Cam Newton in the pocket. They've not been able to force any pressure, and when Cam can just sit back and throw dots, guys like DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, they're going to get open.
And Cam has no problem. If the Falcons' strategy coming into this game, we're going to put contain on to kind of help the edge here with Cam. If he tries to roll out, we'll have Tack there or Beasley to be able to chase him down. Cam's perfectly fine just sitting in the pocket and waiting. He's letting his receivers do all the work down the field. They're creating the angles. They're creating the deep crossers, the separation, and it seems to be paying dividends for him right now. 28 points already put up, still quarter left to go.
Right off to Freeman, right up the middle. Juke moves nobody, picks up 10. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down marker. It's going to be a second in inches, but they are running the ball very effectively on first down.
Yeah, I'd go right back to it here. Second in inches. Let's just stay aggressive. Let's not try to get cute here. I don't want to get a sack or an incomplete pass. I don't want to even think about a third in inches here. Let's just run the ball with Freeman, move the chains, and get right back into our playbook.
And this seems like a situation where Atlanta's looking for one of those 10, 11 play drives, use that clock, milk it down, don't give Carolina the ball back with enough time to hurt them. It's going to be a stretch run for Freeman. He's got some room on the right side. Jackson's out there. Juke move back inside. He's in open space. One of those quick runs from Devontae Freeman. Picks up a chunk to the 31-yard lines. Atlanta's in business.
Yeah, so much work was done in between the tackles running the ball this entire game. It's almost like now Carolina's focused on just kind of shooting these gaps and kind of pushing their defense into the box after the ball is snapped. And right there, Devontae Freeman makes you pay as he bounces it outside and picks up quite a few down to the 31.
But if I'm
Carolina, I'm okay, though, because still, I'm just thinking, just hold to 3 here. We just got to hold to 3.
First and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. 3 wide set as Ryan drops back. It looks like they're trying to get the crossers going, but nobody's there. Oh, he's going to look over the top, trying to beat Reed again. Calvin Ridley's there, dropping in the bucket. Matty Ice with ice in his veins. An extra point away from tying this one up.
Just test the user right there. What happens is the user's running that crosser, and he's just kind of way too flat. He runs that route really, really flat, and Matt Ryan's able to just lead his receiver up and over the top of the user. And now we got ourselves another tie game once again here on this broadcast that has been pretty much the Atlanta Falcon Carolina Panther show. I've already forgot about all the other games.
Let's point out, now it's up to the Atlanta Falcons defense, who has not stopped a nosebleed today. They're going to have to come up with a defensive stop of their own. 4:12 to go. Carolina with the ball right at the 25-yard line. Reminder, guys, we got NBL Live coming up next. Their next one's coming up on Thursday. Now, let's give you those matchups because we got a couple of great games. We are going to have the Broncos taking on the Dolphins, the Eagles taking on the Giants, the Bucks taking on the Saints, and the Lions taking on the Texans. Bomber, that's your team. Are you going to drop 70 on Fat?
Hey, I'm just excited to be on the same field with those guys, man. It's been a while, maybe a little reunion.
A little nostalgia?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of nostalgia in that game. Going to be really excited to take on the Detroit Lions. You only get it once. This might be the only time of the cycle that we're actually going to get that game. And I get to head back to Ford Field and check it out.
Coos says I'll be at the airport watching that stream. Should be a good one. Coos coming into Cleveland this weekend. We're going to be hanging out at the Browns game. He's going to watch the Browns lose to the Seahawks by 400 as DJ Moore takes a little pop pass to the 42-yard line.
And a little touch pass finding DJ Moore right there. A little jet sweep kind of action. Carolina just continues to have a lot of just little gadget plays along with some deep passes, and then you sprinkle in the running and ability of Christian McCaffrey. This is a very well-oiled machine. They have a lot of depth offensively, very tough and strategic. They understand situations, times that they need to do different things and put their players in the right position. They do that very well.
Cam on first down. He's got room over the middle. He's going to take off. Pass midfield. He'll take a slide to the 49-yard line. Sandy the Brilliance in the chat says, this game should have been the main event. Great game. What do you call getting lone treatment for the last 3 quarters of this game? I'm pretty sure this is the main event. It's the last game that went on, and it's getting its solo treatment. What more do you want?
Yeah, it actually is placed as the main event, and everything about it says the main event. So maybe just
ball's out.
Oh, no, there we go.
Picked up by the Panthers. Oh, there was your hope for the Falcons to get a stop. They absolutely hammered Christian McCaffrey, but one of the offensive linemen, the big hoss, picks it up and saves it for Carolina. 2:30 and counting.
There was the opportunity for Atlanta to create that turnover defensively and give their offense another chance to try to take this lead. But maybe this does something to Carolina. Maybe this puts a little bit of hesitancy in Cam Newton, and he gets that turnover he hasn't had all game.
Cam drops back on 1st and 10. Moving around. Looks over the middle. Oh, he tried to pick it with Deion Jones, and he just was out of reach. It's a 1st down. Curtis Samuel, as that's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. This game coming down to the wire. Atlanta needs its defense to step up.
Yeah, we got to get a stop here. So here's the situation. 3 timeouts. You got about 2 minutes left. If Carolina can pick up a 1st down or 2, this game could essentially be over because you expect Atlanta's going to start using their timeouts after this next play. If it's a run or a completed pass and the clock is continuously moving, does Carolina try to go that route, or do they just stay aggressive and play their game and not worry about the clock and make sure they try to put 7 on the board?
Well, 1st and 10 for Cam. A little stretch run from McCaffrey. Good collapse on the left side. Falcons take their 1st timeout. 2nd and 7 for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, this is what I expected here. 2nd and 7. And if you run it again, you're going to see another Atlanta timeout. That means if you can just get a 1st down, primarily on 3rd down, you got an opportunity to pretty much end this game. It would be over. You would get the ball, probably be about a difference of seconds, 30 seconds. Even if you didn't pick up another 1st down again, you can get a field goal off. They'd have no timeout. So big time plays coming up for Carolina.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Shotgun formation for Cam Newton. 2 in the backfield. See what Cam decides to do here. They decide to run the ball. They got 3 wide receivers. They're going to bring a corner blitz from the right side. Man in motion. They're going to hand it to McCaffrey right up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks a 2nd tackle. Picks up the 1st down. Boy, this Falcons defense absolutely victimized by mistake after mistake.
Well, you got to wonder if aggressive tackling is on. I mean, you're getting a lot of fall forward action here from the Carolina Panthers. Might have hurt them on this drive.
We got a minute 49 to go. Only 1 timeout remaining for the Atlanta Falcons. McCaffrey in the backfield. It's going to be a halfback wham. Right up the gut. Prince just shot the wrong gap. Just shot the absolute wrong gap on the halfback wham. 5 yards for McCaffrey. Clock's going to run.
So they got 1 timeout left here. I'm not hiking the ball, so there's going to be about a minute left before the ball gets hiked. They're probably going to burn the timeout then. It'll be 3rd down. You know, you're looking at 15 to 20 seconds left. Hopefully Carolina has conservative on if you get a stop, after a field goal.
So I have 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver for Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers looking to ice this game, running it down under 10 seconds on the play clock, and now at 1:10 to go in the 4th quarter. Here's the handoff to McCaffrey. They get the stop. 9-yard line, timeout taken by Atlanta, and here you go. If Atlanta's going to have any chance, they need to stop here on 3rd and 3. $1:04 to go.
Yeah, this is going to be another run for Carolina here. If they do pick up the 1st down, it's over. Like Rover, they're going to kick their field goal.
Heavy Panther. This is where you could see Cam run it. You could see McCaffrey run it. This is so tough to stop. There are 4 tight ends out there. It's going to be Cam right side. Big hit, and they do get the stop. Deion Jones with a big hit in the hole, and the Carolina Panthers are going to be forced to kick a field goal. But how about the play from the Atlanta Falcons, keeping their hopes alive as this field goal goes through at the end of the play clock. They're going to have about 19 seconds to make a miracle happen.
Yeah, what a risky call there. I thought it was going to be.
Insanity. Stop arguing as to whether or not this is a main event or not. Just stop, bro.
Did he think Hornswoggle was the main event and CIN
Because it was
opening,
advertised as bonus cover. It was advertised as starting at 9:25. Okay, settle down, bro. Timeout taken by Carolina. Coop says risky going with Cam there, but I like it. Here Here we go. Is there a block? We already seen one block animation on Carolina's side. Can Atlanta get the block here? No, they cannot. The kick is up. It is good. Carolina on top, 31-28.
All right, so how much does Matt Ryan have left in the tank here? What does he have up his sleeve? No timeouts, 18 seconds left. You just need a field goal. You will be iced if you do get to the field goal, get into field goal range as well. Let's see if they return this kick. They are not. They're going to keep the time. They don't want to. They don't want any seconds to come off the clock. You got 18 seconds left here. 31-28. Atlanta's got the weapons to do it.
Yeah, but they got to get. The problem is no timeouts.
They got to get out of bounds. Yeah.
So they're going to be looking for outward-facing routes. And if I'm Carolina, I'm shading everything outside and going, here you go. You can have anything you want over the middle. We're in a little bunch, it looks like. Are they going to have time to get this off? 5 seconds on the play clock. Hello. Good old-fashioned buck sail. 1 second on the play clock, and Ryan just gets off. 3-man rush from Carolina. Up. That's where you went? You went to Ridley? I thought for sure he was looking for Julio on the C route because he was open and could have gotten out of bounds.
Yep, you even could have let it. You could have let it to Julio upfield even and picked up a few more. And then you would have been out of bounds with about 10, 12 seconds left probably. Probably would have been at the 40.
I thought for sure he was going to hit the C route. Yeah, Kuz saying Julio was there. Yep. Dark Baller saying it was a good throw.
Hey, is he coming to my division or what?
We saw Dark Brawler's record, okay? Like, I don't think I'm going for him for football advice. 2nd and 10. That's Julio with the catch. Big hit, 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you got to wonder now if it's just maybe a screen or something like that. Hopefully you get blocking lined up down the field. In previous Maddens, this would be the Wildcat play right here.
Is there a miracle in Carolina for the Atlanta Falcons? Look at that prevent defense. Yep, they run a little RPO screen. And just to put icing on the cake, Ridley fumbles it, picked up by Carolina, and that's going to be your game. How about the performance from the Carolina Panthers? They win this one and keep a hold of the top of the NFC South and stay undefeated here in Season 41. Wow. Bomber, what a finish. That was everything we had hoped for from that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the main event.
You're looking at this Carolina Panthers team, and look at that, 259 yards passing, 159 rushing. Now, they didn't do anything wrong. The only thing was a couple let-ups defensively in key situations right before the end of the half. Then they had a 4th and goal. If they end up turning those into stops, this game might be a rout for the Carolina Panthers. So Carolina Panthers definitely trending up right now. I don't think Atlanta, necessarily played their best brand of football. Still a very deadly offense and defense, so I wouldn't sleep on them at all, but Carolina has definitely solidified themselves maybe as a king of the South.
For 2 things I want to point out. First of all, the Eagles and Saints desynced 3 times. Cool. Also, the Raiders lost to the Chargers today. The Raiders scored 5 points. Leave it to Pricey to put up a weird number like a 5 spot.
After a 41.
What? Well,
you put up 41 the week before.
So that means Pricey's going to sit there and go, Bomber, I'm telling you, man, 2 games, 46 points, that's pretty good.
You'd probably say 16 games, 46 points is pretty good.
16 games, 4 points, pretty good. Reminder, guys, we got NBL Live coming up on Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, right here, twitch.tv/NBL Network. Make sure you're here at 9 o'clock because we're going straight into the action. It has been a phenomenal night. We appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate everybody in the chat making this a phenomenal broadcast. We're going to get out of here. Have a great rest of your Tuesday for my co-host, Bomber. I am Nick Mazesco. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we will see you Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, for more NBL Live.
I just want to say, hey, man, this is T.O., cover athlete of the Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition, and you're watching the gold standard of the franchise mode, the MBL Network. Holla.